Welcome to That's Based. Happy Monday. I'm your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore. It is the Unsolicited Advice segment. We are laughing our way through the end of days and brought to you by Outlaw Streamers along with our friends over at Blood of Tyrants Wines. By the way, we're reporting from somewhere underground. They've got two types of wine, both red and white, along with the Liquid Freedom energy drink. If you use the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D, like the title of the show, you will save yourself 10% off your order at the checkout. Drinkbloodoftyrants.com, promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D. Like the title of the show, will save yourself 10% off your order at the checkout. I just got back from a fun little gig down in Emporia, Kansas. I do it usually once. I mean, this is the third year they've had me back there now. It's a good time. I don't travel for comedy near as much as I used to. Hardly at all, to be honest, compared to what I used to do. But it was a sold-out gig, and it was a great time. You know, it's every now and then it's nice to be reminded that not only are you funny, but you're significantly funnier than all of the people who hate you. And while they've put all their eggs into this basket of this thing that you don't even take seriously as the only thing that's going to be able to pull them out of the shithole they've dug for themselves that they now call a life, that kind of makes it a little bit better. It's like, hey, you have literally nothing else going. I don't take this seriously, and I'm still better than you at it. That's always fun, right, Mia? Stockholm Mia, the red face of white supremacy's here. It's always a fun time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, tomorrow, Tuesday, April 1st, if you're in Omaha, is the mayoral and city council primary election. If you haven't voted yet, go do it. If you intend to vote for Gene Stothard, they've moved the election date. It's actually next Tuesday on April 8th. There was some mix-up, but if you plan to vote for Mike McDonnell, the election will be tomorrow. Figure out where your polling place is. Figure out a plan to get out to vote. Unless you plan to vote for Stothard, ignore what I just said. Your polling day is next week. They've actually split it up. It's a good time. Good comedy show. Jokes, remember, right? Okay, well, we've got the Unsolicited Advice segment here. Mia, Mia has scoured the internet, found some folks on, I believe, Reddit or Facebook or wherever she goes that are looking for some help. Do you have anything you want to lead off with before we do this?
We've got two Facebook posts on here today, so it's a good Facebook scrolling time.
I feel like Facebook always brings us, like, how do I describe this? Like, Reddit is like they're both the scourge of society, right?
Facebook is trashy people.
Reddit is degenerate. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So this first one here is, I'm not going to use the person's name, but it's from Rants. Am I the a-hole? Me and my husband, age 21 and 25, got a $10,000 loan to help get into a house so my grandma won't be homeless. Is this the Dave Ramsey show? Wouldn't be homeless. We are now suffering in debt, and our credit scores are horrible because of it. Well, as it turns out, yes, when you take out a loan, debt tends to follow. That is typically how it works. It says, well, we lost the house we got the loan for and got an eviction because she didn't help pay half her shaking down grandma for half the rent. This was always going to work out swimmingly here. Says, me and my husband finally got a new place. We're excited to start a new life without other people in our home telling us what to do and bitching about everything. That's literally all my grandma does. She's 62, by the way. She is extremely overweight and doesn't do anything besides lay there all day and eat M&Ms and drink Pepsi. This is very specific. Say, she just lays around and just eats shit all day. No, she eats M&Ms and drinks Pepsi. She won't drive anywhere. She asked us to do everything for her, like laundry, get her Pepsi and M&Ms constantly. Is this a Pepsi and M&Ms commercial? Is this some new guerrilla advertising strategy?
Such that's Dr. Pepper, and that'd be me.
Yeah. It says she will eat a whole family-sized bag to herself in a night. And then, what is a family-sized bag of M&Ms? Like what you get from the gas station?
It's like those are like this regular size. Family size are like bigger. You know how like cereal boxes are like family size? Or
yeah.
Regular. Yeah, so family size would be probably.
Oh, like the stuff you give people when you really don't care about them, but you have to get them something for Christmas?
Yeah, so you just get them a big bag of candy.
Yeah, okay. All right. Says, snacks I bought for my... says she'll eat a whole family-sized bag to herself in a night and then eat the snacks I bought for myself It angers me so much. She doesn't help around the house, doesn't clean anything. She will leave her dishes on the counter for us to do. I can't ever use the bathroom without her knocking and kicking me out because she has to pee. I feel like my home isn't even... Wait, so did they get a new house or not? I'm not... She's just venting. It says she expects me to pick up after her and cook dinner / lunch every day. I have an 11-month-old and a 4-year-old, and I'm currently pregnant. Well, you know what, guys? Let this be a lesson to you. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're in crippling debt, especially if you just recently got evicted and are even struggling to find somewhere to live, the best thing you can do is have another kid. By far the best thing you can do is, if you're in debt, if you're struggling financially, the best thing you can do is have another kid. That'll help you out profusely, almost immediately. That's going to resolve all of your problems.
I thought it said 11 months pregnant at first.
No, that's
like,
overdue.
wait.
Yeah, the baby hung out there for a little bit longer, right? It says, she's been using my son's room to stay in, so he doesn't even have a room. I'm fed up. I just told her she needs to look for a place and that she's had this whole time to look for a place. She hasn't even paid us rent this month. We are struggling. Am I the asshole? Okay, first off, if you need to take out a loan just to get into a house, you can't afford a house. What did you think was going to happen? You need a $10,000 loan to help get into a house so your grandma wouldn't be... No, I think you need to let grandma go pound sand down at the homeless shelter for a little bit, because they're not going to put up with that shit down there. She'll just get thrown out. Man, what would you do here? Would you kick grandma out of the house?
Well, luckily all my grandparents are dead.
Well, that's... I was joking, and this took a dark turn now. Thank you. That's this grandma... It sounds like this woman wishes her grandma was dead. She's envious of you. That's... I mean, what do you... I mean, okay. Something tells me... Here's why it's hard to feel sorry for these people. Something tells me this behavior didn't come out of nowhere. Somebody who's morbidly obese, a morbidly obese, lazy monster, typically isn't too good at hiding the signs of it. You know what I mean? Like, something tells me they knew, maybe they didn't know the extent of it, but something tells me that before they signed this mortgage or lease or whatever's going on here, I don't know why you need $10,000 to rent a house. It sounds like you're getting scammed there. But before they took out whatever this housing agreement here is, my guess is there were probably signs that grandma ain't the best person to hang out with.
Well, maybe they didn't know about her M&M and Pepsi addiction.
They may not have known about the M&M and Pepsi addiction. That's a good point. They may have thought, just like with an alcoholic, you don't know, sometimes alcoholics are really good at hiding it. People don't know they're a drunk until they move in with them, and it's like, oh my God, you drink too much. Maybe they just thought it was an M&M and Pepsi hobby.
Yeah.
That could be it.
My favorite part of this is that the grandma's taking her snack.
I know.
On top of the M&Ms in Pepsi, she's taking her pregnant granddaughter.
You know what? I would set up this is not advice. Don't ever do this. I would set up a trap though. I would put like razor blades in the snacks. She takes a broken glass. Grandma takes a bite out of her. Not enough to kill her, but just really maim her mouth. You know, she might lose some weight that way if she can't open her mouth. You got to feed her through a tube. Might be better for her. Maybe that's the RFK Jr. Health plan. That's the real Project 2025. We're gonna give all the fat obese people. We're gonna feed them glass and make them eat through tubes. I dig it. Okay, next one here. This is from a group called "This Fills Me with a Rage I Immediately Anticipated" on Facebook. Again, we're not gonna say the name here. Oh, let me scroll in here. Do they look like normal people? Can't quite tell. Can't tell from the little thumbnail thing. All right, says, I'm so fucking pissed. Today's my birthday. My wife and I hired a pet sitter because we're gone for like 9 hours today. Baby boy obviously can't be home alone. Oh my God. Yes, they can. Your dog's we're not talking 19 hours. 10 hours is probably like I had a vet tell me one time. He said, I leave my dogs alone sometimes for 12 hours. And this guy was the best vet that I've ever had. He said, I leave him alone sometimes for 12 hours. Sometimes the older one goes in the house and I don't get upset at her because 12 hours is a long time. It's not something I do all the time, but it's not the end of the world. This is the best vet I've ever had. He's the one, Mia and I trust him beyond it. Like, and they're not a sponsor of the show, so I'm not going to say. If they want to sponsor the show, I'll give them a proper shout out, but I'm not going to because they're not paying me. But best vet we've ever had. And this, if he can leave him alone for 12 hours, you're fine. Baby boy can't be home alone that long. We met with her beforehand. She said she didn't work today. She said she'd be there when we left 9:30. I told her she needs to be there the majority of the time, and I completely understand if that's too much to ask. That if she's unable to be there the majority of the time, like obviously you can go get food or go on errands, there's no hard feelings. I just need to hire someone else. She said it's absolutely not a problem, that it's something she'd for sure be able to do. Well, we left at 9:15, told her that we were leaving early and to pick up our key fob from the office. She said she's working and will be there around 10:15. Okay, if I knew that, I would have fed him, but whatever. She shows up at 10:45, takes him outside, feeds him, and leaves. She's gone until 2:15. Sometime between 2:15 and 2:45, she left. It's now 4 p.m. She hasn't come back. If I wanted fucking drop-ins, I would have paid for drop-ins and saved money. I paid her to dog sit, to hang out with him all day. The dog doesn't care. It's going to sleep most of the day. What? Do these people not work? 9 hours? It can't.
Maybe they work from home.
Oh, my God. I would have paid for drop-ins and saved money. I paid her to dog sit, to hang out with him all day. And she can't even fucking do that. I'm a dog sitter. It's the least you could do to tell the owner when you leave, when you come back. Edit. I didn't realize it was yesterday, but yeah, I mean, so they're both idiots. They're both idiots because if you're taking on a client who's this neurotic and demanding that you be there with the dog throughout the entirety of the 9 hours and you can't leave its side, you should probably assume you're on camera, right?
Sounds like my brother.
Yeah. You should. It does. You should assume you're on camera, and you shouldn't. It's wrong to agree to do something and then not do it. As ridiculous as the request is, he didn't point a gun at you and say you had to do it. With that said, this guy's a retard. Your dog does not need someone to sit by them 24/7. If your dog does need someone to be at their side 24/7. Our dog doesn't. He goes to the kennel and sleeps when we leave. If your dog does need someone to be by you 24/7, that is your fault as an owner because you have created an emotionally insecure basket case. Please, for the love of God, do not reproduce. Our dog, no, he's fine. He wants to be by our side when we're at home.
No, he is an emotionally insecure basket case.
But that we adopted him, that's different. But he's fine when we leave. He just goes to sleep. That's, I mean, I don't know. When we're home, he needs us by him, but whatever. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but except when we're trying to do the show and he's barking. So you're both in the wrong here. Both of you. Last one. All right. The last one is brought to you by our friends at Tactilian. Head over to tactilian.com, TACTILIAN.com, with the promo code BASED, BASED, like the title of the show, to save yourself 10% off the order at the checkout. 15, not 10, 15% off your order at the checkout on gifts for the Patriot in your life. Tactilian.com, TACTILIAN.com, promo code BASED, BASED. Like the title of the show will save you 15% off your order at the checkout. They've got everything there. They've got, decor for your home and office, for your vehicle, gear for you, gear for your pets. Go check it out. Tactilian.com, TACTILIAN.com, promo code BASED, BASED. Like the title of the show, to save 15% off your order at the checkout. And a portion of the proceeds will also go to help build homes for wounded veterans. Okay. It's the last one here from so this was posted 8 hours ago and the account's already been deleted. So we know this is good. The post is up. The account's gone. It says, I don't know how to handle my boyfriend's fetish. My 25 female, boyfriend 24 male, and I have been together for 2.5 years. Already a bad sign. She's older than you. Run. She's crazy. Why can't she? That's the shit women do when men date women that are younger than them. I'm just going to be absurd with it. We've had some rough moments, but for the past half a year, it's been the best time both emotionally and sexually. A week or two ago, I accidentally came across a couple of pictures of a woman in a sexy shirt on his Canva. We were using it together for something, and I confronted him about it. He said he has a fetish for shirts on women, and that he's noticed it since he was a teen, and that he's low-key ashamed of it. Okay. What? Hold on. I was expecting something horrific. Like the shit girl from last week. This guy's fetish is literally just clothed women. Just, hey, she's wearing a t-shirt. Not like a tight t-shirt, not like a wet t-shirt.
I feel like it should be the opposite.
Right. And why are you ashamed of, like, it's nothing to be ashamed. It's just weird. So I understood that because I also have my own fetishes that are more hardcore than that. This is the shit girl. This is her account, right? I started wearing more shirts around him. So was she just walking around shirtless? Or like, what's going on here? To play into his fantasy, and he seemed to love it. Oh, it turns me on when you wear a shirt, baby. I mean, what kind of shirts are we talking about? That's what I want to know. I mean, is this like a 2003 Minnesota Vikings NFC North champion shirt? Like, what's going on here? It says, but then today he fell asleep, and I got a huge burning urge to see what it is that he's saving on his phone. And it's Instagram semi-nude models, OnlyFans models, and other random women in shirts. I'm not saying this is, it says, but then the disturbing stuff began. Where he would use AI to put my face on these photos. This is fake, right? Do you know how many women are sitting here listening to this show going, wow, I wish that's all my boyfriend did? Oh no, he's saving images of clothed women and photoshopping my face onto them. Oh no. I'm not saying it's not weird. And I'm not saying you're not right to be, like, perturbed by this. Because I would be, too. If Mia was like, I have a turn-on for guys in pants. And then demanded that I wear sweatpants all over the house. And then I found, like, my face photoshopped on, like, pictures of, like, famous actors and athletes in pants. I would be... I don't know if I would be mad. I would just be concerned, I guess.
You and Daniel Radcliffe together with some pants.
No, my face does not work on Daniel Radcliffe's body. Sorry. Says the disturbing stuff. Yeah, Mia just has pictures of JD Vance saved all over her phone. Not the memes either, just different pictures of JD Vance. It's in a photo album titled Spank Bank. You didn't think I knew about that, did you?
He's an attractive guy.
Yeah, we kind of look alike. If I take the glasses off, it's not far.
Put some eyeliner on.
If I put some eyeliner on. Says using AI to put other girls' faces. Yeah, Mia, actually, I knew her JD Vance thing was a problem when I walked into her... walk-in closet that I'm not allowed in, and my face had been photoshopped over with JD Vance's in our wedding pictures. Yeah, I was replaced with JD in the wedding pictures. Says him using AI to put other girls' faces, or what? Hold on. When we go back up. So he had the Instagram models in t-shirts, random women in shirts, and then he'd put her face on these. But why does he need to do that? Are you telling me she doesn't have pictures on her Facebook or Instagram just in shirts?
She doesn't wear enough shirts for him.
Yeah, is she like you? So you can't just go on her Facebook and find this picture of her in a shirt? Why do you have to Photoshop it? I feel like I'm not saying you should, but like if he was doing it in a bikini or something, I would get that. But a shirt, I feel like there's probably resources where you can go to if you need to take care of your. I don't know. Says I found photos from Instagram. Of some girls we know in real life, and the worst part, him using AI to put other girls' faces that either him or both of us know in real life onto my nudes or other photos wearing a shirt. This is so weird.
So what is it? Does he like nude pictures and pictures of girls with shirts on?
Well, he likes the nude pictures as long as it's not his girlfriend. He does. Have you seen that meme where they like draw clothes on the girls when they send them nudes and stuff like that? It says that the nude is trash and they like draw like clothes over it. That's what I've imagined this guy's doing here. It says, I'm the last person to judge somebody. It says, I feel so hurt, as if there's absolutely nothing sacred to him. Yeah, I thought shirts were a sacred thing between the two of you. Says, I'm the last person to judge someone's fetishes. Now I want to know what her fetishes are. The way she's talking about it, she is into some sick, twisted shit, and I feel like she might be projecting here.
JD Vance.
JD Vance. No, she's more into Vivek, the Indian. Yeah. Chris Christie. That's it says, I'm the last person to judge somebody's fetishes, and I even found it somewhat sweet that he'd put my face on most of the pictures. But those where he puts the others' faces onto my photos to beat his meat to just crushed my soul. That is kind of weird. That part I can understand. Yeah, that's different. But I feel like that should be the center of your grievance, not the photoshopping you on the t-shirts. I don't know. I feel like your priorities are fucked. Says he wants to be with me forever, that he wants to marry me. Do you think she'll get married in a t-shirt, or will he not be able to control himself?
Just a t-shirt.
Yeah. That he wants to marry me, have children together, and every single day saving more and more pictures. He screen records some stuff from Instagram, like from the girls' stories. I feel so lost. Oh, I love how she adds this little sub note at the bottom in parentheses here. Did you catch this part? Or is this new?
I didn't catch any part of the so yeah, it might be new.
So she adds this part in here. Again, it says for context. This is kind of important context. For context, I was unfaithful to him less than a year ago. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Well, you both just sound exhausting.
Maybe they're meant for each other.
They might be.
She's the only one that can understand the shirt fetish.
Says, I was unfaithful to him less than a year ago during an alcoholism relapse, and it is something that we've worked through together. But what can I do in this situation? Am I exaggerating? I don't know how to bring it up. But he knows. I love she just adds that in at the bottom. It says, I don't know how to bring it up, but he noticed I'm not okay before going to work, so I imagine he will talk to me when he gets back. This is literally, listen, if the photoshopping other girls' heads onto your nudes might warrant a conversation. But the t-shirt fetish, which 75% of this posting was about, you know, I normally say there's like 70% of fetishes are actually just mental illnesses disguised as kinks. This is not one of them. This is, I'm not kidding, the most benign fetish I think I've ever heard, not just on the show, but in my entire life. Like, we've covered some pretty sick and nasty shit on this show. And t-shirts, the fact that I think she's fucking around on him again. I really do. Because why would you fixate on the t-shirt thing? It feels like she's trying to blow something up to provide some type of smoke screen for something she's doing behind the scenes here. That's what I think. What do you think?
I think they're just a weird couple.
They might just be weird.
I can understand why it would make her uncomfortable if he was using AI to mix and match the faces, and especially people that they know.
Oh no, yeah, no,
for her, it's one thing, but
I think that should be your primary concern here, right? Am I wrong? Not the t-shirt thing. Am I right or what? Yeah. So what do you think she should do?
Wear no shirts. Punish him and go shirtless.
Yeah, punish him. Walk around the house naked. Punish your boyfriend by walking around the house. Mia, you know, I've been meaning to tell you, I also, I have a shirt fetish. And I think that you should punish me for forgetting to take the garbage out last week by not wearing shirts in the house. Can you do that?
I guess I'll try.
I also have a not getting laid fetish. It really turns me on when I'm not having sex. So I think that you're going to have to take care of that as well and just make me feel like shit. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. Okay. That has been our show. Keep your shirts on. Keep your shirts on, guys. That's what we're going to call it. That's the episode title right there. Keep your shirt on. That's been our show. We will see you guys on Wednesday. Remember, tomorrow, April 1st, is Election Day in the Omaha, well, not the Omaha metro area, in Omaha. Go out and vote for Mike McDonald. Because unlike some talk show hosts, I'm not a hack who tries to hide behind being independent. I'll actually tell you what my agenda is. If you're not voting for Mike McDonald, they moved the election day to next Tuesday, the 8th. We'll see you on Wednesday. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse. And if you do cheat on your spouse, keep the T-shirt on and stay based.